Hi guys and welcome to Hashtag Soccer Colored Style. As you know, the show that brings you all the latest in football, whether it be Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, any Premier League team, it doesn't matter. And you know, we bring you all the local and international guests. Today we have one of my big friends with me, Mr. Jonah Ball, also co-founder of Soccer Colored Style and also the visionary of this program. Hi John, how are you, man?
I am fine, and you guys? Hi, Derek. Thanks for inviting me again.
No, it's a pleasure, man.
What
Listen,
are you
man.
doing?
No, I'm
Yes.
cool, man. I'm cool. I'm just analyzing a few stuff and getting together. Listen, man, I would have loved to have you on the show last night. Last night we had Gunnar since '69. This is a guy from London. He's also a Arsenal fan. Has been ever since he was born. You should check out that interview. He said he was one of the guys that when it was casual day, he used to wear his full Arsenal tracksuit to the field or to the school, and the kids used to think
Okay.
he was crazy. And he's like staying 5 minutes away from the field. Listen, man, we have a comment here. I must say I was wrong about Mount. He's actually a good player. Plus Werner, OMG, he's so fast and impactful. I had Shales watching his speed. Goals will come eventually. Zayek was also good. Listen, Fedep, thank you very much for this comment, man. John, what would you say for people to Fedep on that comment regarding
Yeah, for me, I was watching it now that games because I didn't watch the past weekend. But yeah, I watched the highlights now. Yeah, on TV. For me, yeah, it was great. Um, Mason Mount is tactically very good. Timo Werner is all over the pitch. Zayek is a little bit quiet, but for me, I think he's finding his feet now in the Premier League. So if you can see that build up on that goal of Chelsea
yeah,
against Liverpool last night, it was a great build up of them because they now they now play a lot of game together. So they're gonna gel good now, and they must give them the fans must give them some time because some of the fans are too harsh on them because look at the other guy. Look at Pepe now. Arsenal fans was harsh on Pepe and William, and look what they give last Sunday
yeah,
against
man.
against Leicester. You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying? We
yeah.
must we,
Listen,
we, we must give him some time.
yeah, like I said, I had a photo on my Facebook page about Zayek a couple of moments ago, where we spoke about Zayek, and I also thought that he was a standout performer for Ajax and that team that went to the final. Since then, when he came to Chelsea, he wasn't able to perform that much, seeing he didn't have that much game time anymore. But I also think that under this new manager, he would start to thrive. Listen, John, saying on that, what is your assessment on the game last night and how the boys performed?
Yeah, you're talking about that last that Chelsea Liverpool game.
Yes, yes.
For me, Derek, Liverpool was nowhere to be found in that game. I watched they they in right about the play in the field is good, but when they coming into the box or the 18-yard box, they can't do nothing. Look at Mane. Mane is miss kicking the ball in front of the goalkeeper. So I think mentally Liverpool is not right now in and what Klopp is doing, he must a chance. Put put Salah and Mane, guys like that, on the bench, so that the youngsters can start and improve and lift up the game, so that the other stars can see the Liverpool don't only rely on them. So that is for the other teams as well. Look at Arsenal. Arteta's putting them on the bench. Look at the Aubameyang, Saka. All that guy was on the bench against the game the past weekend. So for me, I give the win to Chelsea. They was phenomenal for me. tactically, they was great. They was lively. For me, Liverpool, they wasn't good enough.
Listen, man, if you check the comment section, Liverpool to play Europa next season, do you think that is a real possibility for Liverpool, seeing the form they're in? Do you think that Liverpool will end up in the top four? Do you think the race for the top four is still open?
Derek, for me, it's tight. The log is tight, but the way Liverpool plays now, five games without the one, I think they're not gonna make for top four. From my point of view, Leicester is on a high. No matter the loss against us, I see Tottenham is speeding up now. They're really finding each other. Bailey's performing. They got a lot of players to select on. There's Manchester City. Nobody's gonna stop them. Look at Chelsea. So it's a tough decision. It's the way they play now. I think they're gonna play Europa League for the next season now.
Okay, cool, man. Listen, if we going into this match stats, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can see everything you're doing, eh?
Cool. Liverpool, a match report. Liverpool suffered their fifth straight defeat. Cousins boosted their top four hopes as Mason Mount's first half strike inflicted the fifth straight defeat at Anfield for the champions. Thomas Tuchel's side dominated the first half and they scored through Timo Werner in the 24th minute, but the goal was ruled out due to VAR. What do you say about this VAR, this inconsistency about VAR? For the one team is good and the other team is not that good. Are you a big fan of VAR?
As you can see, the VAR, all the small teams, they favor now from the VAR. I think VAR is a good thing, but they must use another method, man. Look like the rugby, no? They don't play for 15 minutes, then they come back again. Last year I was looking at a game of Juventus, right? That was the first time I think VAR came out. So they were playing for 5 minutes. Then I think Juventus scored a goal. And then they came back. For 5 minutes, they came back on a foul that I think Ronaldo made. He was stepping on someone's toe. So VAR came back. They disallowed the goal and they gave the other team a free kick. So for me, for the small teams, it's good. Yeah, but for the big teams, guys are complaining. But all those years, big teams came away with a lot of stuff, like in extra time for 5 minutes, then they score. So I think for me, VAR is good, man.
Okay, that's your point of view. Listen, what Klopp had to say. Jurgen Klopp said it's a massive blow. It is done yet. It is not done yet. But we don't have to talk about it if you lose that many games. You don't have the right to go to the Champions League. We have to win football games, and we know that it will work on it. But for tonight, it was not enough. Listen, my personal point of view regarding this, John, is that I don't think that Klopp really had the time or made the time when Salah and Mane and Firmino was firing. He didn't take the time, like you said, to take those three out of the team and start to build a new front three. So when anything should happen to those front three, then he knows he has something in the pipeline. So he didn't build on anything, and that's why he's stranded when Salah, Mane, or Firmino is not on the field. Would you say that could be one of his reasons? Also, the injury to Van Dijk is a big loss for them. And if he doesn't come back soon, I don't see them ending up in European places.
Yeah, Derek. For me, you can as you can see, all the guys are drained, man. They play too much football. That's why they got a lot of injuries. Some of them are tired because when you're tired, and then you're on defending, you must think out of the box how to stop someone. And when you do that, you can injure yourself by stretching or overdo because you are playing too much game. And look now, ne, for Salah and Mane, the AFCON qualifiers is coming again. They're gonna play football again. They're not gonna rest. The country is not gonna let them rest. So when they go back to Europe, they're gonna play again, and they're gonna play competitive games because every game now is in the Premier League is like a final game because everybody they want to come out of relegation. Some of them are fighting for top four for Europa League or your Champions League. Some are fighting for survival. Understand what I'm saying? Every game now is like a final. You understand?
That's very
So
true,
that's
man.
why they must give each and every guy. They must know how to manage them, when to play if they're tired. Let them rest. Take the young ones, the guys in the academy. Why not take some guys in the academy to play so let your stars can rest a little bit so that they can improve in the big games.
Listen, man, look at Liverpool's form these last few games. So they lost against Burnley, they lost against Brighton, they lost against City, they lost against Everton, and now yesterday night they lost against Chelsea.
Yes.
This is not a form of champions. This is a real nosedive for the Liverpool team. And I don't think if Klopp is not going to get anything right in this season, I think they are going to fire him. Do you think that would be a wise move? Do you think that would be a wise move to do?
You see, the thing is, they didn't find players to add to their group in the transfer. So I think that is the wrong move they did because they thought maybe Liverpool is going to do it again. But for me, firstly, Jurgen Klopp's mother passed away, so he can't attend the funeral. So you must understand the coach, how does he feel spiritually and mentally. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
I think for me they must give Klopp a vacation so that he can put his mind together what he's gonna do. So if you lost your mother, your mind is not the right way because it's you understand what I'm saying? It's your mom. You can't attend a funeral. You got a lot of money. It's protocols of COVID, all that stuff. So I think that they must give him a bit off so that he can go to his family. So he can come back with something new. You understand? He's a great coach. He performed in Germany and is performing now in England. And for me, where Liverpool was 3 years ago, I think Klopp made them a better team now in the Premier League because nobody was talking about Liverpool. And when you face Liverpool now, it's like Barca. It's like
they were
Yes.
they were top team. Listen, John.
Yes.
I'm quickly just gonna pop up the stats for us of the game, which should give us a nice and clear picture of what it was like. So now it pops up. So Liverpool had the lion's share of the possession. Just shading Chelsea with that. Chelsea had more shots on target. The passing accuracy of Liverpool were better than this. Liverpool had more corners. Chelsea had more offsides. Chelsea had the more tackles. The aerial duels won by Liverpool were better. So you can't actually say that Chelsea dominated this game as such. Do you understand what I'm saying? It isn't a 60-50 type of thing that happened there.
But as you can see, the shots, as we said, they got more shots on target. They got more tackles. But that shows you how they close them down. Determination on the shots, determination on the tackles. So Tuchel is just saying to the young guys that close them down quickly, go into the tackles so that they can feel you are playing. You're not holding back anything. When you go on the pitch, it's like you must go out there with the no nonsense attitude. Understand what I'm saying? So it's competitive. It is a competition because most of that guys are playing for the same country for different clubs. So what they must do now is they must now play for a place in the international team. So what's gonna happen? Me and you are playing against each other. I must do everything like you are my enemy at
Yeah.
club level, but internationally we are as one. So we, as long as you play in the Premier League or any other team, you must play your own game. How the manager wanted, how your international manager wants, because every manager they got they have some players in the team that plays for the international team. So the international manager and the club manager, they must have a conversation what to do with Salah or what to do with Kane. You understand what I'm saying? So everything is competition, bro. It's not like you're going on trials. No, it's real life. You're playing for money and a lot of stuff. And so that that makes it difficult for the other guy. So you must go in there and fight, and that's what Tuchel told the Chelsea guys. Look at Ziyech, look at Werner, look at the defense. For me. There is a bit of lack, but from my point of view, the Liverpool guys, they are drained, man, because Salah must put them away. Mane should have put them away. And what's his name? The Brazilian, Firmino should have put them away. So they're tired. They're tired.
Yeah, man. Listen, realistically saying, do you think that the Chelsea team has a chance to reach top four this season? Or do you think that they are just going to end up in European places, but they are going to put up a nice fight for it?
I think what they're doing now is they're fighting really hard for top four. So for me, it's still tight, and they can make it. I think they can make it. For me, for UEFA, they can make it the way they play now, and all of the top teams we have been there on top are now dropping to 10, 12. I think hopefully Arsenal can make it for 5 or 4 as well.
Yeah, listen, man, that's what we're all wishing for and hoping for, and wishing we can get into the back door through that route. But I don't realistically see us ending up in the top 7, except if we start to put up a nice performances for the last couple of games. But listen, man, it's been nice chatting to you, John. Thank you very much for your insights on the Chelsea game. We're going to be catching up again over the weekend, where we'll be discussing the Manchester derby, and we'll also be discussing the player ratings right after the game of the Burnley and Arsenal game, where we'll be having some special guests. Roderick will be joining us. Mr. Gunnison69 from London will be joining us. Mr. Jamaica, Military Gooner, and then also Mr. Durban, that Gooner guy, will be joining us. So it should be a power pack player ratings, and it should be a nice discussion. Hopefully we get the win. And what is your prediction on the game this weekend, Arsenal versus Burnley?
Arsenal versus Burnley, for me, it's going to be 2-0 Arsenal. Aubameyang and Saka.
Cool, man. Listen, thank you very much, John, for your time. It's been a pleasure chatting to you as always. Is there anything last you would like to say to the fans, the international crowd that you have? Listen, man, we have people watching us from the Philippines, from India, from the UK, United States, Canada, Zambia, all over the world, man. Is there anything
all over?
Yes. Anything?
Everybody there out there internationally, I just want you to like, subscribe our channel, please. Send your comments, everything what we do, and don't forget to subscribe. Please press the subscribe button. Subscribe, please subscribe, and like it. Thanks. Hey, cheers.
Thank you very much, John, man. It's been a pleasure. Listen, you heard what the man said. Like, subscribe, share. You know what to do. We don't need to tell you what to do. Tell your friends this is the best show on YouTube at the moment. Don't listen to anyone else. Soccer Color Style is your boys. This is John and Derek signing out.